Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Good morning, good morning. So we are going to start. I have a cool idea for what you are meant to hear today. We're going to go to each one of the animals and or objects here, and I'm going to pull a tarot card or two and we're going to talk about this. The black egg I especially like because to me it's like, ooh, the best days of our lives are still yet to be, and we're going to discover all this new wisdom and we're going to put it into practice, and we're going to set the stage for the type of prosperity and happiness that we've been asking for, and we're going to create it and it's going to show up for us and we believe in it. And then once we crack that egg, all the magic comes out. The energy that we used to use just to survive now goes for growth and peace and abundance and this beautiful alignment that's taking place. So what I'm going to do is fan these out. We're just going to pick one right here. Yes, Page of Voices. So what are we facing in terms of our energy? Does it feel like we can always have a new lease and a new brand on life? And we're just uncovering all the great ideas that are encapsulated in our mind right now. I feel like when we have this particular page of voices, it's saying we're going to pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities, and we're going to listen to our intuition and these deep, rich, fabulous ideas, which are going to crack this fantastic egg and bring about all these wonderful changes, and knowing that these wonderful, fabulous days that we've been waiting for are right here. No more second guessing ourselves, because the Page of Voices says, I know now where I'm going. I now have clarity. I have a belief between my heart and my spirit, my patterns of thinking, and I understand that everything else is just noise. So I am going to go for it. I'm going to have that voice that says, of course I can have this. Of course I'm worthy of this fantastic journey. Everything is laid out before me. All I have to do is say yes, right? You didn't come here to have an average life. You were never satisfied with just normal mediocrity, any of that. Elevation, it's elevation time, and it's going to clear and enter a space of your own kind of divine flow for you to be more playful, for you to recognize things get easier, to understand the more deeper we kind of dig, the more abundance it shows up. Let's talk about Giselle. I was watching this thing and the girl's name was Giselle, but Gazelle. So swiftly and effortlessly, things coming in for us. So let's see what's coming up for the Gazelle, which I love. The Wish card. So what do you want to bring in swiftly? You are going to start to get confirmations of all the good change, firing on all cylinders, feeling good, turning in the right direction, feeling like you're in an aligned space, knowing what you want. You've cleared all the brush and all the branches and all of this stuff, and now you see what your inherent purpose is and your wishes. Start to celebrate who you are in your life, because the Star card says make a wish, baby, because whatever you want to manifest and bring in, you're aligned with it now. So the universe is going to help you and give it that subtle push and send it in your direction. So clarity, clarity, clarity on what you want. Because sometimes we have to ask ourselves, how do we even know this is the way? When everything is sort of going along, then stuff starts to click. And then we feel positive amplification of things, the energy that we're now bringing to things, the excitement, the fervor, the love. It's like a perfect partnership. It's like that perfect dance step that you do, where you swivel on your toe. It's that great gymnastic landing where it's solid. You just recognize, hey, this is a totally different ball game. And this is results of your alignment. And now these wishes start to come. So also this will be a level of self-awareness as well too. When it drastically rises, we're open to so much. We delve into spirit. We understand these existences mindfully and carefully, and we honor it, and we have gratitude continually for it, because that's important. When we have gratitude, it's a totally different lens, and we have to recognize sometimes we have to be a little vulnerable and keep ourselves open, because a lot of things that happened to us in the past create this kind of conditioning, right? Like, oh, if I did this before, I wasn't that great at it, this happened. That's why a lot of people are gun shy when it comes to new relationships. But this is like pushing forward. The universe is going to throw you some curveballs, but it's re-falling in love with your life and realizing, I didn't think all of this could open up to me, but when I have determination and focus and follow through, and I realize that there's limitless potential and everything out there, I'm creating something wonderful. I'm creating this path. And sometimes some of the tasks we feel that come to us are like obligations, but if we don't look at them this way, we apply gratitude, because a lot of them facilitate the foundation necessary for us to have the next big breakthrough, to have the next big understanding. And not this, I have to do this again, but I get to do this. I get to learn. I'll do this when I change my attitude from I have to go to the gym or I have to go for a walk or go to exercise. I'm like, I get to exercise. I have a heart that beats properly and feet that walk properly, so I can do this. I get to do this. When we recognize how good we have it, that we recognize how much better it simply can get. And I love that. And that's where you're going to have all this winning that comes in. So let's look into the deer too. And I want to leave that out with its connecting card, because I love the deer. The deer is fleet. The deer is light. The deer is, I can do this, and, trounce along really happily. So now is time for harmony between the conscious and subconscious mind. We start to see things. We're feeling like things don't have to happen overnight for them to still materialize. The Knight of Materials is the Knight of Pentacles, saying that there is prosperity galloping towards us. There is our intuition on fire leading us to the right place, and doors that we didn't even know existing are going to open up for us, and things click in seamlessly. And it's like life happening on a lovely plane of alignment. And I feel like some big game changers are going to come in where you're just like, I know I'm on the right path, and I'm not going to give up, throw the towel in, or think that this is too difficult. The deer is very gentle and silent, and sometimes waits for dusk or dawn, where it feels like those tentative steps, like I'm going to go out and come out into the clearing and see what's there. And then I'm going to seek grounding energy, right, as opposed to frenetic, crazy energy. No more trying to conform or fit in. This is just dropping this conditioning, this stupid weight of responsibility, and bring yourself into a place of authenticity and joy and lightness and playfulness, right? I read this thing one time. We should all set aside time in the day for a session of alignment. Take a walk around your home, find gratitude for all the things that were attracted to you, and observe what you've been through over the last couple of days, and give yourself the credit that you deserve. It's not always easy to jump out of bed and problem solve for family members and cook for self. Just think of what it takes to look after our human bodies. It's so annoying. All the showering and brushing and shaving and combing and buffing and whatever, painting and slathering on every damn thing we find. Like, sometimes I legit get mad at the fact that after I wake up, I'm like, do I really have to jump in the shower and do this 10-step BS process again? Like, I wish that I had like one of those power washes where I could just blast everything off, and you didn't have to exfoliate, and just everything would be done in one go. Because honestly, it's like when we look after ourselves pretty much the correct way, it's pretty time consuming, but knowing that's all part of the process. But hey, aren't we happy that we have faces we can wash, teeth still in our head to brush, so on and so forth. And I feel like you're going to recognize your specialness, and you're recognizing divine time is now. That envelope can be pushed a little bit more. We can perform at a higher level. The Knight of Pentacles is all about that. Like, yeah, we're done with mediocrity. We're done with just being in a comfort zone. We want to expand. As Tony Robbins thing that I've been seeing always pops up in my head now. Meet as many people as possible. Read as many books. Go to as many places and experience as much as you possibly can, because that's what gets us out of our comfort zone, expands our consciousness, lets us know of all the beauty, magic, and miracles that are always around us, that sometimes we just need to pop those lenses on, like, what's new, Scooby-Doo, and try it out, right? That's why I love going to places where I know we're gonna, like a party or anything where you're gonna converse and meet new people. And I love to see people's perspective on the world. I love to see people's fashions. I love to hear what people are reading. I love that kind of stuff, and it's like being curious about others in the world and their viewpoints, because you match, like, or find someone who's a kindred or a matching spirit for how you think. It's like winning the lotto. It's so much fun. It's so awesome. That's why I always recommend going on chat rooms on like IG and DM people. If they if they say something that really resonates with you, be like, wow, that's really that's really special. I totally get that. And then, finding these wonderful familiar ground with people that open up great conversations, which I love. That's what today is all about. That's what is coming in for you. And sometimes we just need to recognize that there's so much specialness in the little things. That first cup of coffee and seeing the birds outside your window, those tiny little special moments are really, really meaningful if we allow the space and the alignment with that to kind of wash over us. So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear. I hope you have a great day. Love and light.